did he tell you?
He just said, man, they didn't kill somebody up here. At this time, my dad was literally outside of the store. He did not know who was laying on the floor at the time when he called me. When he got closer to the scene, because he was still by his car. If anybody looks at the video, his car wasn't even parked all the way back to the store. He was like literally about to pull back in the store when he realized that he saw a lot of shattered glass. He was not even all the way back in the parking lot where you guys can see him fully parked. Look at the footage first.
Okay, look, tell me this. So your dad was I want to know this. When was your dad? Was he? Did your dad see the shooting? Did your dad see what happened at all?
He did not. He did not.
So when your dad described it to you, he described it from a third. As far as telling you the things that transpired, was he telling you something that somebody else told him?
As far as somebody saying somebody killed this man up here?
Yeah. As far as what happened at the restaurant. In the cookie store.
As far as I know, my dad had a visual of someone laying on the floor. But he didn't know exactly who it was at the time. That's when he called and said, man, hey, they didn't kill somebody up here.
Okay.
At the time, we thought it was somebody on our payroll and on the employee.
Okay. Let's talk about that real quick. That day at the restaurant, who's all working? How many people is working at that location that day?
At that day, it was 3 people.
Okay, 3 people. These are 3 employees, 2 employees and a family member.
That is correct.
Okay, tell me this. When we hear you, let's go back a little bit. When we hear you say that you talked to your dad on the first call, you say that he didn't know who was on the ground the first call. So right. when did he discover who it was on the ground?
How he discovered it was when he came into the shop to check on everybody that was in the shop. When he realized that it was bullet holes all over the freaking window.
Are the police here already?
It was only one car that was responding. One. So he couldn't control everything that was going on. It was so many people out there, guys. It was so many people out there. He couldn't control anything.
So when he got there, when your father got there, he told y'all it was only one police officer there.
No, you can see that, obviously, because it's on the news. But when people was recording and everything, you can obviously see that because he was trying to get control of the situation because everybody was recording. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he didn't exactly tell me there was one police car, but that was obvious knowledge because it's all over the web. You can see the footage on Facebook. You can see it. It was just one car in the beginning. In the beginning, it was one car.
Okay. Tell me this: when your dad, when he get there, you said he didn't know who was on the ground immediately. When did the police let him in? When did he get a chance? Was it more police there? Like when did he get a chance for them to let him go inside? And when he got inside, did he see that was Dolph as he entered the restaurant? When did they give him permission to go inside and check on everything?
The knowledge of how he knew it was Dolph was due to the employees in the store. They had just tried to service him with some cookies. That's how my dad found out that it was young Dolph on the floor. That's when I received call number 2.
Okay.
We'll talk about that in a minute when you tell me when we go to that home.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So now inside Makedas. Let's talk a little bit about Makedas.
Okay.
Inside Makedas. Okay. Dolph gets shot.
Yeah.
From your knowledge, from what's been said, since everything happened, from the employees that was there, the people that was there.
Yes.
Who did Dolph come to the cookie store with? Was Dolph alone or was he with somebody?
And this is where the situation gets cloudy because we have 2 employees in that store. One is telling me that he came in with security. He came in with the gentleman that was in the video.
The gentleman who we see with the dreads.
With the dreads.
Okay,
yeah.
so one employee is saying that he came in with that gentleman. That's the security guard.
That's what was told to me.
Okay.
But what I'm hearing now, okay, this is where we get conflicted because everybody's saying stuff happened so fast and stuff. That guy was sitting in the car at the time that all this stuff happened, and he realized something was about to pop up. That's what was told to me. Okay. I was not there, so I do not know exactly how this whole situation went. I don't know. I can just only go by what my employees tell me when I ask them what happened. And we're not going to ask them too many times because the person that actually was ringing this gentleman up at the time, she's traumatized by all this stuff. So we can't keep going over and over. She had already go downtown and get interviewed.
When she the woman who went downtown and got interviewed multiple times, was she able to tell them who was Dolph in the store with? Did he walk in with somebody?
Yeah, she was able to tell them everything, but the police didn't come back and tell us what she said. I mean, that's how detective work goes, people. When they put you in an interrogation room, they're not going to tell you everything that was said. They're going to get their statement, and they're going to keep asking them the same questions to make sure their statement stays the same. That is how it works. And if it stays the same and they feel like that everybody's telling the truth, they're going to rule you out. That's how it goes. And they stuck to the story each time. They didn't flinch. Nothing changed. They wrote that stuff down to a T. They typed it up, signed it, and walked out the door. That is the reason why we're not being investigated, because there it is. That's what happened. It's uncut. That's it.
So tell me this. So when it's all said and done, so you said to your knowledge, you're not for sure. You still even a little bit confused on whether somebody was in the store with Dolph at the time of this shooting.
Right.
Was Dolph? Sure. So we don't know if he was. We don't know if he was in the store alone. So you heard a security guard came in with him. We don't know. Did. So we don't know if when the shooting broke out, if it was actually a security guard in the store with him.
Right.
But was there anybody else in the store besides Dolph and the security guard?
No, sir.
Does Makedas have a bathroom? You have a restroom in there?
We have a restroom in the hallway. It's 2 bathrooms.
Okay.
A woman and a man in that hallway right there. If you know the outline of it, like the whole layout of it. See, I wish I could get it, because people are thinking that when you open that door, bam, there's the bathroom. That is so not true. That is not true at all.
Okay, so when you walk
the door, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, when you walk in Makedas, where was the bathroom? We see the counter is right here. It's a door right here. It's a door. What's behind that door that's right there we can see from the window? What's behind that door?
The door is the hallway, but on the side are 2 restrooms. You got a women's bathroom and a men's bathroom, but it's kind of like a little long hallway. It's not short, like as soon as you open that door, they go to the bathroom, bam. That's not how that goes. That is not it.
Is it a way to get out through that door? Is it a way to get out the restaurant through that door?
No, not all the way back in the kitchen. We got a back door in the kitchen.
Okay, but if somebody went through that door, they don't have to necessarily come back out the front no more.
No, they do not. If they go in the back door, but again, you have to think about it. We got cameras back there. We got cameras in the kitchen.
Okay.
We got cameras in the kitchen. We got cameras in the front, and we got cameras outside. So if anybody magically came through that back door or out that back door, I promise you, the police would have caught it. They would have caught it. And we would be in a lot of trouble right now.
So it's cameras back. So if anybody go out that back door, that should be on surveillance. That should be caught on camera. If anybody was to come in out that back door.
Yes. We got cameras in the back. Yes. We have cameras in the back, in the front, and outside in the parking lot. We just updated those cameras literally 3 weeks before this whole assassination. We updated those cameras. We gave the police every single camera in there. They have all the footage.
Music 101.
You guys think we still have it? No, we do not. This is an ongoing investigation of a high-profile murder of a man that was loved by millions of people all over the world. Why would they give us back the footage and they haven't solved the murder yet?
Okay.
That don't make any sense.
Tell me this: whenever we look at the crime scene,
okay,
we see that there's a couple gunshots by the door. We see that mainly it's a big hole where most of the gunshots went. Was anybody in the store able to say if a gunshot went off inside the store, or do they not know? Do they know if a gunshot went out the window, or did they all come in? Because
there were absolutely no shots coming from inside this store. Though all those shots came from outside. There was nobody in the store that had a gun that could get to Dolph in any kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. Those bullets came from outside the store in the parking lot.
So when the police did their investigation, they didn't come back and tell you. Did they come back and tell y'all how it played out? Did they say that this people jumped out and shot into the store, or were they able to tell y'all whether it was some gunplay inside the store? Did Dolph shoot back? Was somebody in there with Dolph? Was there any signs at all of gunfire inside the store? Where they came from somebody else, Dolph, somebody was with Dolph? Was the shot fired in the store?
There was no signs of any gunshots being shot from inside of that store. If it would have been, we would not be sitting here right now, so everybody in here would be investigated right now. If they can tell y'all that it was shots coming from inside that store. It did not happen. All those shots came from outside. That is what happened. Stop making it more than apparently what it is. Two people drove up in a white car. It's there. They drove up in a white car, they ran out, and they assassinated this man. And it's, as much as it just pains me and kills me to have to keep saying it, that is all that happened. Stop reading more into this. Makedas had nothing to do with what happened to young Dolph. We are just as hurt as the world is because we had to live it. That man was coming in that store. He was showing us love all the time. Why would we want him gone? He was pretty much the only man that gave a damn. Didn't nobody else come in the store and show us love and want to promote our cookies? He came, and he did that on his own accordance. Why y'all trying to make this more than what it is ridiculous to me. It's really messed up, and y'all taking my family through too much stuff because all of this stuff is speculation and allegations. Nobody has facts. Nobody has them. Nobody. They're telling y'all what they think they know. I'm just shocked. I'm amazed how many people graduated from college with a criminology degree because it seems like I got a whole bunch of detectives on me. Because every time I see look at this door, look at this, look at this. But you guys aren't in the store. All you see is the front of the windows that the media has showed you. Period. What's the problem? Did y'all see the inside? Did somebody go in and film? Okay, here go a bullet, here go a bullet, here go. Did they do that? No. But we saw it. It was bullet holes back there. It was bullet holes through the bathrooms, yo. Man, it broke plumbing. It was water everywhere. So somebody did that inside the store? Come on, bruh. That's not what happened.
Okay, tell me this. Okay, so when it comes to that camera footage, did y'all get a chance to look at this kid? Did your father,
My dad.
Okay. Did you and your father talk about what he's seen on this footage?
He never wants to talk about it again because it's traumatizing to see a man take his last breath. He does not want that image in his head. We talked about it one time, just one time, and that was the day of. And he said, man, and you could tell by the pain in his eyes. Nobody wants to remember somebody taking their last breath like that or falling. Like, nobody wants to remember what they saw. He had to rewind that footage over and over and over for the cops that whole night. They were in the interrogation all night until probably up around maybe 9 or 10 o'clock when we had to go back to the store. See what I'm saying? They questioned these people. They had my dad run the footage repeatedly, and he had to see it each time.
So your dad has seen this footage over and over again?
Yes. And it's traumatizing to him. That's why he said on the news, it is a nightmare we just cannot wake up from.
So tell me this, when they watch this footage, is the police saying that they looking for anybody that was inside the restaurant?
No.
Is the police looking for anybody that was, because the police has already seen this footage. We know now the police has seen the footage. Yes. Are they looking for a third shooter? We hearing about a third person. Somebody shot him in the inside. The two people ran up on the outside. They finished them off. Are they looking for a third shooter that was in the restaurant?
No.
Is it possible a third shooter could have been hiding in the bathroom?
No.
Hid off and snuck up? Is there any?
No. It's not possible. It is impossible because of the cameras. Because of the cameras, people. Those cameras record every second in that store from beginning to the end. All we got to do is put the time frames in. And it'll go back to the recording. What is wrong with y'all? Do y'all really think we would sit up here and set this man up? Why? No one has given me a reason why yet, and it's been truthful. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's talk about let's get to the interview real quick. So
right.
you did an interview on the news. You know what I mean? You did it, and in the interview, they asked you about your father. You was telling them about the information that your dad had called you with.
Yes.
In the phone, you said in the phone call that your dad said it all happened real quick.
He said it happened so fast. When I said that, it's because of what he heard from an employee. It happened so fast. He was telling me what they were telling him. That is what was going on. You guys are, come on, man. Make it make sense, baby. Make it make sense. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, look, in that same interview, they was asking you about, you said that your dad, they actually said, did it happen on the inside or the outside? And you said on the inside. So fully break down what you meant by that. They said inside or outside. You said inside. Did you mean he got hit on the inside by somebody in the inside? Or?
No.
Okay, break it down to me.
I meant Dolph was in the inside of the store. That's what I meant. And they pulled up and he got shot. That is what I meant. I didn't mean, oh yeah, it was in this. Somebody came in the store and shot him and ran back out. It's not what I said. I just said it happened in the inside of the store. He was hit while he was inside the store. That is what I meant. People are pulling, they just pulling. Y'all reaching a little bit too much for me. That's what I'm saying. Period. That's what happened.
Okay. So you said on the same interview, you said, and tell me, we seen about 3 or 4 minutes of that interview. How long was that interview? How long was you up there talking to him?
That interview was literally 10 to 15 minutes tops. Y'all saw a snippet of what I said, and they edited and they checked. Everybody's out for ratings, people. That is what it is. They were actually, do you know they were the first people to actually get somebody to talk to them? That was a part of the store, a part of the family. That's the reason why they had to hurry up and get on up in there, because nobody else could get anybody from the family or anybody to get interviewed at all. And answer me this, if I was in the store or my mom was in the store like y'all are saying, why were we on the outside of the crime scene tape? I mean, we were in the store, right? So that means we supposed to be downtown with everybody else answering questions, right? Because we were in the store.
Yeah.
They're not going to just let us go. Oh, you guys can go. Go ahead and, just stand on the side and we're going to take them downtown and don't worry about y'all answering any questions. If we were in that store, we would have had to go downtown with them. So my mother nor me we weren't in the store, period.
So your mom was never at that location. Was she ever at that location at all that day?
She went earlier that morning before all of this. You know what, to be honest with you, man, this is how crazy this is. My mom went early that morning and came in that store, checked on everybody. Everybody was good. She had a phone call from my dad. He said, okay, I'm on my way. They got separate cars and all that good stuff. My mom works downtown with me. My dad will come to the store later on. We got management there now, so he does not have to come early in the morning like he used to. Everything is straight because my dad works his butt off. 22 years that man has been coming in and out that store. Now we finally got help where we can actually have him not coming in so early and opening up. He was good. So that's how that happened. My mom left. My dad called her. You on your way downtown? Yes, baby, I'm on my way downtown. This is a normal conversation. Okay, great. I'm headed to Airways. I'll catch up with you later. Pow, that was it. My mom was not in the store at the time of the shooting. Period. She was not there.